Hello and welcome to In a Spiritual Sense, where we discuss all things spiritual. From growing your intuition, speaking with spirit guides, diving into past lives, the paranormal, and more, join me, Stacey Piagno, where we work to bridge the gap between science and spirit. When is the last time you spoke to your mother and thanked her for your life? Thanked her for providing you with a home. Thanked her for all the wisdom she carries. When was the last time you acknowledged your father? Thanked him for all the knowledge he has given us, the breath of life we share. Many of us have forgotten the connection we hold with our earth family. We have become too entangled in our minds and too entangled in our desires, which is good. Following what we desire is very important. There are, however, many voices who have been lost in the time we're living in. Yet they are still here supporting us. Welcome back to In a Spiritual Sense. I'm your host, Stacey Piagno. I decided to dedicate today's episode, our last episode of Season 2, to my Earth family. The ancestors who have been here providing life to us all. Those who I feel we have forgotten in this day and age. I believe there were times when we were much closer and much more aware of our connection to the land. Father Sky, Mother Earth, Grandfather Sun and Grandmother Moon, the elements around us that bring and sustain life, our oceans, our rivers, the connection we hold through sacred fires. When we allow ourselves to remember the connection we once held with these ancestors, we are better able to reconnect with our spirit. So today I wish to re-spark something within us all, a remembrance of our connection to family, the family that lives all around us. Mother Earth, Father Sky, our grandmothers, the moon, the ocean, our grandfathers, the sun and fire. Today I will share a very personal relationship and lens I hold with these ancient ancestors, who we are all connected to, by the way. There is no research done. This is my relationship and the way I experience life that I want to share with you all today, because I think it has become lost for many of us. And maybe today will help you remember your connection, or perhaps begin building new connections. Yes, you will hear me refer to these spirits as family, because they are just that. They are spirits, alive and well. And they take care of us. They support us. They give us life, and they hold teachings. These spirits around us, they have been waiting for us to remember them as we once did. No matter where we come from, no matter our culture, our background, we are all connected. And these are all of our ancestors, because we are human. And our spirits have been here for a very long time. And the spirit of this land is a part of us. The spirit of our sky, the spirit of our sun and moon. They all hold energies that are intertwined with us, and they give us life and movement and support. They are constantly guiding us. These energies are ancient, and they all hold memory. And I'll let you in on a little secret. We have the ability to attune ourselves with these energies and learn from them, because in many ways, we are created from them and with them. I asked in the beginning, when was the last time you spoke to your mother? Our earth. When was the last time you acknowledged your father? Our sky. Thanked them. Just as with others, we do not have relationships unless we put energy into them. Relationships are two-way streets, and they start with acknowledgement, respect. I see us as a collective being very disconnected from nature. I think most people forget that we are nature. Therefore, we are disconnected from ourselves, very literally. Most of us are literally disconnected from nature, both physically and in the mind. Our understanding of it is disconnected because we act as if we're separate. And I do think this is why we are struggling so much. Technology. It's here to stay, and I support that. I think our future will be an innovating blend of both technology and nature. Perhaps nature itself will become a technology of its own. However, without nature, we become unbalanced with the mind, and we lose how to feel. We over-communicate with words. I'm guilty of it. And under-communicate with our thoughts and feelings. I believe that when society as a whole becomes harmonized in our most healthy state, we will have a more balanced blend of both mind and heart. We will better understand the energies of life and earth, along with the energies of technology that stem from the mind and our creativity. When we look at nature and the movement it carries, the relationship it has with itself, it shows us more about our path, the path of least resistance, the path of harmonization. Because when we are in tune with nature, because we are nature, we learn to mimic its movements and integrate these movements into our action. We therefore learn to move with ease because we are in tune with ourselves. If we start to pay more attention to cycles, we can better understand. I have an episode from last season titled Moon Magic. It's about how to follow our moon and her phases. The moon appears to me as a grandmother. She guides our oceans, our bodies of water, and therefore our emotions, which are tied to the water within us, and extremely aligned to her. As such, she moves and stirs our feelings, our emotions, as she moves through different energies in the sky. And so we have the ability and the opportunity here to understand where she is and understand how she is moving so we can better move with her and support the energies that both we and her are moving through, not fight against them. She gives us the ability to feel because she pulls out energies within us that, whether we like or not, allow us to feel. This is a gift of hers, to bring out our emotions, to make us feel them, which therefore gives us opportunities to look at them and work with them, to build a relationship with our emotional body, to build our emotional intelligence. She directly helps us with this. This is how our relationship with the moon is. If she moves through Aries, she's going to feel fiery, as will we, because we are connected and in harmony with her, whether we know it or not. So bringing awareness to this is how we have a say in the movement we encounter and the allowance of how that movement interacts with us. This is how we use her energy to work with us. If our moon is moving through energies that support creativity, we can use this to support our creativity. We take time to express ourselves and connect with what our soul is needing. You see, there are times when we should step into the heart space and times when we should step into our mind. We have both, so we can use both. And if we can feel when to step into each, we get to catch a ride on the current versus against the current. Which would you prefer? It's become so easy that we are disconnected in this day and age. Our lifestyles have evolved, and that's okay. Life is supposed to move and change. We have to be able to move forward and allow change in our lives, while, however, still remembering where we come from. Because when we can integrate past, present, and future into our state of being, we live in a more holistic way. We live more connected, which only creates ease. And so that's what I see for our future. Being able to remember and reintegrate this wisdom of our past into an innovative future. We have to learn how to share lifestyles and merge with the spirit around us if we want to live in a harmonized world. And one thing I see we as a collective might be needing is this remembrance of our sacred ancestors. The ancestors of our past who are very much still here and still guiding us. We all have spirit inside of us, and we are all connected. So I would offer you the advice to spend some time sitting with these energies. See how they play a part in your life. One of the strongest energies I know I can feel is the energy of our earth, our great mother. But are you familiar with why we refer to her as our mother? Think of her as a body. She has her own harmony and her own frequency. Did you know it matches with ours? When we as a single human body are connected in our core frequency, it resonates with the Earth's. We are therefore vibrating to the same tune. Our heartbeats match one another. We are quite literally moving and vibrating together, keeping each other alive. Us needing her a little more than she needs us, but it is a symbiotic relationship. We are her children, and as children, we are supported by her, living on her body and using her resources. She provides us with food, shelter, medicine, everything we need to live. And most of us haven't acknowledged this in quite some time, or ever. There is a way we can live in gratitude for her that completes the cycle of reciprocity. Yes, we need her resources. She is here to share them. But who are we to continuously take without even acknowledging that she exists? I can speak from experience that when I forget about her presence, I become ungrounded, scattered, annoyed, temperamental, anxious. I can keep going. But I'm speaking today to remind us that she is here for us to ground into. That's another purpose she holds for us, is that we have the ability to fall back into her as we do with our human mothers. It's important for us to feel connected. And every time we sit with her or stand on her ground, we absorb ourselves back into her frequency, which, remember, matches our core frequency, our core being. There is a reason we live here on her body. This is how we were made. And she is our great mother. She is always patient, and she gives us room to learn and make mistakes, even at the expense of her resources. And I will tell you one thing, whether we are here or not, she will thrive. But we are her children. And as she takes care of us, we should do more of the same. By using what we need, yes, but thanking and acknowledging her. I think we as a society have lost that. I'm not saying we shouldn't develop life to fit our needs, but I think we will evolve into doing it in a more sufficient way, with more respect. I believe life is constantly trying to find its way, and it's a learning experience. But as I was saying, when we can learn to incorporate nature's cycles and teachings of the past and harmonize them into an innovative future, I think it will be more impactful for all parties involved. There is an old quote, I do not remember where it comes from, but it says, "Nothing in nature lives for itself." Think about this. Nothing in nature lives for itself. But yet many of us do. So what's the outcome of this? Disharmony. Because we are taking from ourselves. This fights against life's natural rhythm, which is why I think so many of us might be feeling this disharmony or seeing it on a collective scale. There is a more creative way to live in reciprocity, and I believe it starts with gratitude. After that, let life show us the way. Let's listen. Spirit will always guide us, but we have to learn how to listen. We have to learn how to understand the language by forming a relationship, giving it awareness. So maybe today is a step towards understanding and remembering this language that is alive and connected through each of our spirits. Grandfather Fire and I are very close. You know, the spirit of fire keeps us connected to our ancestors and to the spirit of life. Fire teaches us about movement, how life extends through death. He teaches us on a large scale how life continuously lives on and how we sometimes need destruction to bring about new growth. It's one of life's cycles. Death, therefore, is nothing but a transition, the movement into another experience. Life moves in circles. This is why the movement of fire is circular. It moves in the sacred spiral, continuous cycles that expand. And this is one thing Grandfather Fire teaches us, that life continuously lives. It will never end. This is how we speak to Earth's elements. We listen to what they teach us through the way they move and interact. You know, all of our ancestors used to sit with sacred fire. It brings us warmth, protection. These are qualities that fire brings us. But it also allows space for community. It allows space for storytelling. Fire is an energetic portal. It carries with it the memory of all whose vibrations have interacted with it. It connects us to family and information that has been spoken throughout history. Think of all the sacred knowledge and communal interactions that have been spoken across fire or to fire. This energy is still here, and it still speaks to us if we take time to understand it and sit with this ancient energy. There is knowledge within fire, truths. When is the last time you've sat with fire and felt his spirit? If you've ever felt the need to clear deep wounds, I would sit with fire. You can sit with any energy, but another gift fire supports us with is the ability to transmute. This is one of my favorite topics to discuss if you've ever listened to the show. Fire, again, allows us to turn death to life. It allows for new beginnings. This is one use of fire. And I will share something with you that you can use if you choose. If you are wanting to transmute deep pain into something lighter. Fire has been used since the beginning of time. And there is a reason our ancestors held fire ceremonies. For cleansing. It is sacred knowledge to many, but when you sit with fire, he will reveal his ways. The reason many cultures have a hard time sharing their ways is because it's not something that can be shared with the mind. Speaking with spirit and speaking with these sacred energies is formed through the relationship you build with them. Often words do not express the totality of what all energy is capable of. Try this. If you would like to have a fire ceremony for yourself, I would first recommend spending some time with fire. You will get way more out of the experience. But when you are ready, create a space where you can be in solitude and begin with an intention. What is it you wish to dig up within yourself? What is it you wish to transmute, to clear out? Create a time of day that feels right for you and build your fire from natural resources. Maybe add flowers or gifts of beauty. Allow your fire to build and speak your pain into its flames. Share with it your intention and sit for as long as it burns. Allow silence and stillness on your part, and allow the flames to charge you into your new transition. Allow yourself to perceive whatever comes through. Maybe write it or draw it if you feel compelled to do so. And over time, as the fire dies down and turns to smoke, allow that smoke to carry your words and thoughts into your environment, directing itself to move all energy that needs movement. All of our natural elements hold an intelligence, And when we are able to hold a strong intention while spending time with that element, we are able to speak to it. We are able to work as allies. We have the ability to move and heal with these energies. Our thoughts, our intentions, our voices, they move and direct energy. And when we mix our intentions and our voice with the power of our ancient ancestors, such as fire and smoke, we combine and layer energy towards whatever our purpose is. So try this. Experiment for yourself and allow the energy to guide you, because you are spirit and you are connected. You know, our sun is also made of fire. This is why they share similar energies. The sun is what produces our spirit. He charges us. He inspires us. He is a grandfather to us, helping us create movement within our world. He brings us life, vitality, passion. He charges us to follow our desires. He motivates us. When is the last time you allowed his power to absorb into your body and fuel you? If we're low on energy, we have the relationship of our sun to help us with this, to lean into. The beautiful thing about our sun and moon is that they give us energies to move and recede. We should spend time with both. When we think of some of life's cycles, there are infinite layers we can tap into, but day and night, for example, or summer and winter. I know we all live in different locations, but there are moments when we can lean into our sun and its movement. And there are moments when we can recede and lean into stillness. These energies are so important for us to acknowledge because they show us when to move and when to back off. Doesn't it make sense to use these opportunities to our advantage? The only trick is realizing when to do so. Part of it is being able to listen to your body, but try bringing awareness to seasonal or daily cycles. There's an opportunity here for alignment, for magic. Have you ever connected with our sky? Everyone at some point has looked out into our sky. He gives us the gift of curiosity, which we haven't spoken a lot about, but do you understand how powerful curiosity is? Curiosity allows us to learn. It allows us to grow. Because when we become curious, we become seekers. And seeking is a movement produced by our soul to create understanding. It's a movement that continuously sculpts us into our own truth because it allows paths of learning, which in return allows us to step deeper into our soul. It allows us to find truth. It allows us the energy to explore, which is so important for growth and for self-realization. Along with this, Father Sky also allows us the gift of thought, communication. He keeps us all connected through the air, as our mother does through the ground. He helps hold the energy of our mind, which is such a powerful tool. Because through our mind, we produce thoughts. You know, everything that has been created, every single thing started with a thought. Every tangible item, everything that lives started with a thought. Your life started with a thought from your mother and father, your human mother and father. But thoughts, they hold consciousness. They carry information, and they are used to create, which is why it's so important to develop a healthy relationship with your thoughts, because they create the future for both you and the collective every second. When we talk about communicating, all communication stems from thoughts, whether it be verbal or energetic, and it is our sky, our air, that creates space for travel and exchange of these thoughts through time and space. Our sky carries the energies of our mind. It is a masculine archetype, allowing us the gift of perspective, a tool that allows us to create healthier mindsets, a tool that allows us to better understand. And it can be a lot of work. We talk about this all the time, but these tools that stem from the mind, such as perspective and curiosity, are tools that are available and accessible to our benefit. When we spoke about using fire's smoke to carry and cleanse, we wouldn't be able to do this without the energy of our sky, the energy of oxygen. You see, all our family, the elements, they are all connected to each other and connected to the creation of life. Oxygen, which exists in the air, creates fire, creates water, creates an environment for us and our mother to live and breathe in. We would not have the opportunity to live without one of these energies. When was the last time we acknowledged this? We all share the air that sits throughout our sky. We all therefore share this breath of life. It's just another way we are connected. Have you ever thought about the power of water? To me, water shows up as a grandmother. She is a feminine energy because she holds and carries like a mother, and she is part of our earth. Water is the element of intuition, emotion. As I mentioned earlier, she is tied to our moon. So they work together and hold similar energies as the relationship between grandfather, sun, and fire. Water is fluid. She cleans us, allows us to feel and renew our energy. Her salts are purifying. Did you know water also holds consciousness? It holds memory. There's tons of studies on it, but she does. Our ocean is ancient. Just think of all she's seen, all the wisdom she holds. You should try spending time with her or the water near you. Nature is filled with so many gifts for those who are willing to listen. Every morning we are greeted by music. How many of you can hear it? Have you ever walked outside in the morning or night as the sun rises or sets and listened to the songs? All the voices of those who sing. There is so much to be grateful for, and so much happening all around us. So much we would miss if it were gone. Sounds that are healing, fresh air, heart energy thriving all around us. And so many of us have cut ourselves off. How do we not feel this? How can we not hear this? How do we not see? These gifts are floating around us at all times. Nature is a healing frequency. It is of the heart space. And when we give to it, it takes care of us. It opens us up to these gifts of health and well-being, of teachings and lessons. And it's a part of us that many of us need reconnecting with. Our mother offers the greatest medicine. She teaches us love, reciprocity. She nurtures us, and in return teaches us how to nurture. So much of our life comes from our earth, our plants, our animals. We are all connected. And we were made to help each other coexist. We were all made to work with each other, with nature, with ourselves. It is a part of us, literally, that we deem to be separate. So we need to get back to an understanding where we once again work with it, where we work in symbiotic movement, because this is the relationship of nature. This is the relationship of us. We are part of nature's design. And when we are in flow, we operate at this rhythm, the rhythm of reciprocity, the rhythm of ease. When everything is giving and taking in its balanced state, everything moves together. It's a choreographed dance. It feels good. It looks good. It's easy, smooth. But we don't often take time to see this dance or feel its movements. So how could we be a part of it? The trouble is that we are part of it, but we're unaware that we're a part of it. As a result, we're the ones throwing off the rhythm. Seriously, think about that. We're the ones who are out of rhythm, out of sync. And it's because we let the mind lead us instead of balancing its use. And we can see this because when we look at nature, it doesn't share the same mind as us. We're not tuned in. It moves in sync because it allows itself to feel. It moves through feeling. And we too often move by thinking. So we should pay more attention. We should be more present so we can join the dance and enjoy our lives. And how do we know we're doing it? Because life becomes easy. When your days become easy, this is when you know you're living in rhythm with nature's design. So don't forget to check in with your surroundings, your ancestors. Spend some time with the energy of this world. You're the one who lives here, and you're part of its existence. We all give and take energy from each other. Therefore, we are all contributors to each other. We're not purely individual. A little bit. Express yourself. But we are not just ourselves. We are part of a much grander picture. We are part of a family. And it might do us well to reconnect, because we are all moving with the same breath of life. If you enjoyed today's episode, I hope you use it to inspire those around you. You can keep up with me on my Instagram @StacyPiagno. Also, stay updated with my website, inaspiritualsense.com. I'm going to be posting both free and packaged meditations. I'm offering classes. You can check them out there. Maybe book a tarot reading for you or a group. Come try out my dream circles. They're so much fun. You just have to reach out for availability. I'm also writing a book. Finally, I've been waiting forever. It's going to be great. I'll have more on that coming out soon. And don't forget to enjoy yourself. Have fun. Because life's too short. Don't wait to enjoy yourself or connect with life. Do it now. I'll see you next season on In a Spiritual Sense. For those looking to connect further, please feel free to send emails to info@inaspiritualsense.com or hit me up on Instagram, where you can find weekly inspiration and updates. I look forward to connecting with you.